Hey guys, can you hear me? Malibu's gonna have to move in a minute because this is a no cat zone. Pan Pastels is a no cat zone. And she's making my camera wiggle. Let's move that over a little. Let's see if that'll help. Whoops. Hang on, guys. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right, let's see. Missy, Angie, Dawn, I still don't have your address. I don't know if you're sending it to the wrong thing. I looked in my spam. I looked everywhere. I don't have your address, Dawn. So your happy mail still sits here. Here's my email again. We'll try one more time. No. All right, gonna have to get down, baby. I have to get down because the pan pastels. No pan pastels for the cats. So yeah. Let's see, Laverne, Linda, Janet. How's it going? Debbie Bruce. So I'm a little out of breath. I don't know if you can hear my fan. Let me turn it away from my face. Because it can mess up your voice when a fan's blowing in your face. I don't know if y'all can hear the fan. But I spent the last 30 minutes moving my packs of collage fodder, cleaned off 3 shelves, and I'm going to reorganize those in the next few days. But it took me 30 minutes just to move them off of 3 shelves. Haven't even got the stuff on the floor yet, but I'm organizing it, Janet. I'm organizing my collage fodder. Hi, Barbara Chicken Pot Pie Society. Let's see, Marguerite, CK, said hi to Terry, Pamela, Hermit's Tale, Angie. Let's see. Thanks, Angie. Said Linda. Hi, View. View, are you still in the hospital? I sent out your prayer pouch yesterday. It's priority. It says, let's see, when will it be there? It should be there Friday. View. So I don't know if you're still in the hospital or how long you're going to be in the hospital, but I know View enabled me for this book, and she already picked out a page she wants me to color, which is fine because it's one of my favorites too. Let's see, Stray Cat. Who else am I missing? Marsh. Hi, Marsh. So Missy, Vale. So yeah, I didn't see you answer to see if you heard me. Oh, I got to sneeze. Hang on. Okay. So all that I've been, like I said, I've been moving collage fodder for the last 30 minutes into the other. I'm moving it into the other room, Janet, to sort. That's how serious I am, Janet, about sorting. Anyway, Dawn, I don't know if you saw, I put my email in there again. I still did not get your address. So last call, Dawn. I don't know what's going on, but it's not my spam and it's not in my email. So yeah, I had to move the cat off because she's been in the pan pastels before, and they do not come out of cat fur easy. Goes my 5-second blackout screen. I don't know what that's about. Let's see. Enable me again, and I now own. Oh yeah, she's got 6 pants. I didn't see how long are you going to be. I don't know how long you're going to be in the hospital, or maybe you're already out, View. I don't know, but hope you're doing okay. Let's see. Becky Kalura, Tori. Yes, she was a tie-dyed cat. She had red, yellow, and blue in her fur. And you can't wash it out because it just spreads. It just spreads. You can't even wash it out. So, I'm a little hot, sweaty, and a little sneezy. because of moving all those I'm talking like these things right here. These I keep my I keep my books in these packs like this. But I also keep my collage fodder in these packs. I just moved 3 shelves. Now, mind you, they're lined up like this. Lined up like little soldiers. 3 shelves of them I just moved into the other room to sort. I haven't even got to the ones of these books on the floor. So I'm getting there, though. I'm determined. I am determined. So anyway, let's see. Let me get a sip of my lemon water here. I know, right, Debbie? Hi, Ann Megs. Hi, Mary. How you doing? Let's see. So anyway, I said all that because I know Janet will be impressed with that because, Janet don't like no clutter. Hi, Pacola, my little snapdragon. Oh, this tastes good. I probably got a little bit of water left. I'll pour that back in there. Woo. So let's see. Thank you, Dawn. Thank you. Let me look at my email real quick. You just sent it. Let me look right now. Let me see if I have it. Let's just double check, shall we? All right. Okay, I got it. Got it, Dawn. I'm going to write it down real quick. So we got it. Thank you. So I can get your happy mail out to you. I'm not sure I'm going back to the post office. It'll be a couple days, but it'll go out. Hang on. Okay, got it. I write everybody's addresses on Post-it notes, and then they go into this book here. And they go in here alphabetically. They are filed alphabetically, but they're all on Post-it notes. That way I can shuffle them around. Depending on if I know you by Dawn or whatever. You know what I mean. So it's easy to find. Okay, looks like man cards are going to be no. I'm not doing Barbies today. I'm just coloring beautiful girls. Now I got a little bit of water on there. Let's get. So yeah, I got to catch my breath, guys, because like I said, like up till 1 minute before I went on this morning, I was moving collage fodder. I am determined. So it was so good. I got to tell y'all this. Denise messaged me. I don't know what she was doing. She was organizing something herself or what, because she's doing woodworking. I call her the little woodchuck when she's not doing loans. But anyway, she's in the real estate business. But anyway, her side hustle is the wood, So anyway, she was saying, she showed me a couple pictures. I'm not going to show pictures. I'm not calling anybody out on this. I'm just going to say it. I'm not going to show it. But she said I'm looking at different organizational rooms. And she showed a picture of someone's bedroom with a basket of yarn at the foot of the bed. And that was her craft room. Denise just had to laugh. Her craft room was a basket of yarn at the foot of the bed. Now, I mean, bless her. I'm glad they got hobbies. I don't mean that. But don't call your bedroom with one basket of yarn a craft room. That's what Denise was saying. It was just funny. Maybe I'm just being, but it was funny the way Denise said it. And so anyway, Denise, hi, Rainbow. Hi, Jolu. Who else am I missing? Let's see. Debbie, Joyce, Belinda. Thanks everybody for being here. So, and I've been in this studio for 23 years, in this exact room for 23 years. So, there's a lot of stuff in here. I'm granted. I've been working in here for 23 years full time. So anyway, yeah, well, the kitchen, that's fine. A kitchen table, a corner, a card table in the corner. I started out with a wood board under the windowsill with a sketch pad. I'm not saying that that's not a valid crafting space, but it's not a one basket of yarn does not a craft room make. Sorry, guys. I got tickled because Denise, the way Denise said it, y'all know how Denise is funny. So, anyway, I roll. So, yes, that's, you were 6 years old when I started crafting in here, roll. Yeah. Well, Samantha wasn't even born. So, anyway, so, Samantha and Denise are supposed to come down this Sunday and spend the night because Sunday afternoon, Samantha and granddad, my hubster, her granddad, are going to go see the Wizard of Oz on the big screen. They're showing they do that here. Um, kind of often, really. They re-show old movies, Casablanca. They showed the original Alien. I don't remember what else because I don't go to them. Hubster does. But anyway, so Samantha and Hubster are going to go see the Wizard of Oz on Sunday, and Denise is coming too, and they're going to spend the night. So Denise is going to be here. All goes well. Denise is going to be here Monday to stream with us. So I said all that to say she's going to be here Monday. And Samantha probably Samantha for a little bit too. So anyway, I know, Marsh, but congratulations. There's nothing wrong with the creative corner. I didn't mean to sound like that a creative corner or creative space is not important or is not valid. I did not mean to say that. Don't put words in my mouth. I'm just saying. One basket of yarn does not make a craft room. That's all I'm saying. I know. So I'll get hate mail for it. But anyway. So before we work in this book, which View, what do you call it? View enabled me to buy. It's a stunning book. These girls are gorgeous. And I already picked out one. View knows which one it's going to be. And but I also got, and I'm going to make some of. We'll see how much time we have later. I'll show this real quick. But I got some bookmarks ready to make out of, and these I want to make this for Xandra. These girls. Now I got the lemon water hiccups. These girls into bookmarks. Won't they be stunning? Look, they'll just be perfect fits. So these girls are going to be bookmarks. Let's see. It looks a little. Let me turn down the brightness just a little. I think the cat flashed my light out a little. There we go. That's better. So I'm going to turn these four girls into bookmarks, and I'm going to send Xandra a couple of them because Xandra's our mermaid. Plus, she was asking about mermaid images, and so I got this one off of from Poor Toast Kate Curry. So I'm going to go ahead and flip through it. I know, right, Debbie? Hi, Shelly. So again, let's see, Susan. I said hi to Terry Brett. I'm a little out of breath because I just moved 3 shelves of collage fodder in those envelopes. So, but I'm excited to get it sorted. My bookmarks. Oh, you got them. Good. You're welcome, Marsh. And congratulations again on the upcoming child, which I think he said it's a boy. So, yeah, congratulations, Marsh. So happy for you. I hope we still see you around occasionally. Marshall, come on. I'm changing a diaper, but I'm here. That's really works. It's exciting, Marsh. I know you are so excited. Hi, Christopher. Let's see who else. If I missed you, I did not mean to. So let me, Marguerite said hi to Vale. Yes, it is a Vale. So let me just flip real quick because it is a stunning book. They have the cute mermaids and they have the more, realistic looking ones. So it's a beautiful book. I know Xandra's, if she's in the in the balcony. It's already been ordered. So I did Sunday. It was from Sun. I ordered it Sunday when Xander was talking about having some more mermaid images or something. I forget what the conversation was, but I said I messaged Poor Toast and Kate Curry. It's only Poor Toast, but Kate Curry, they're partners in making these books. I messaged them on Instagram and said, "Do you have I need a mermaid book." Because he did the dragon one and the medieval one at my request. So I said, let's see if he'll do a mermaid one. And while I was typing, I was looking on Amazon and I saw that he had this one. Now, mind you, all I saw was this. And I did not know that there were like these kind of girls in there too. I just thought maybe it was all cute, whimsical. But when I got it, I was so happy and so impressed with this. So anyway, I wanted to flip so Xandra could see it. Like, not maybe she's probably not here right now. See it later. So it's got both the realistic and the whimsical. So yeah. Let's see. Who else am I missing? Hi, Amy Lester. How's everybody over on your other side of the web? I don't get over there much anymore, but Amy gets over to Blacklist Universe, and she gets over to, and I don't know what happened with the readings. I mean, you know what's weird, Amy? I see a lot of people reading. Well, not a lot, but I see some people other than just Edwin reading Lord of the Rings. Edwin, I guess, got flagged for reading Lord of the Rings. So, that's last I heard. And so anyway, but yeah, Amy and her sister Melissa are over on other sections of the internet that I try to get over occasionally. I used to be mods over there on both of them, but I just don't have the time. And a lot of them are on really late, the challenges and stuff like that, the comic book challenges. I know. So Amy, it's good to see you though. Let's see. I'm gonna do feeding chickens and feeding chickens. Oh, you'll be creative, Marsh. Well, you're always, once you're creative, you're really always creative. It's just what you do with it, right? So anyway, there are tons and tons of Kate Curry and Poor Toast books. Here's a few of them. I think they fit 45 on the back page. So if you go look up Kate Curry or Poor Toast, you'll find their books. And you can follow Poor Toast on IG. Let's see. You got to have 2 copies of that. I know, right, Kristen? Let's see who else. Yeah. So Amy, say hi to Edwin and Mike and everybody. Let's see. I'm trying to catch everybody. Okay, so there's that. I'm going to make some bookmarks. We'll see. I'll make them today if we have time. Those ones that were in the front cover. All right. So I got my pen pastel accoutrement out, and I picked the colors that I think we'll use. I can always pick more, and some pencils to go with. So first we'll do the pan pastels, then we'll spray. You have to fixative pan pastels. And let me show y'all. Oh, I'm sitting on my foot. It's going to sleep. This is the fixative, which I need to get some more because this is the matte. Where's my yeah, that's what I want. Okay. I'm confusing my my matte medium with my fixative mediums. Okay, so this is what I use for fixative on my pan pastels. It's a Grumbacher matte final fixative. The reason I get the final fixative as opposed to the workable fixative, to me, the final fixative doesn't smell as much. They both have a smell. You got to take it outside and spray. I take it out on the porch when I spray. And but you make sure you get matte to spray your pastels or any thing like this. You want to get matte, and it looks exactly the same except it says gloss right there. So make sure you get the matte to spray your pastels. Let's see. Belinda said hi to Terry. Missy got the first one in the mail. You got your first, I'm not sure what. You got your first one in the mail. What, Missy? Pastel? You got your first one in the mail? Hi, Christopher. Pinsies, yes. Let's see. Morning dating. Mike. Okay, let's see. Mike and Edwin are doing well. We're doing story time in Discord. Okay. Okay. Well, he gets a Rumble account. Okay. Missing you, of course. Hopefully, I can catch up with you there sometime. Okay. Yeah, I don't do Rumble. I don't do Discord. I don't have time. I don't have time for any more social media. I barely have time for. Well, make time for my YouTube, of course. But I'm a little bit on Facebook, but I'm mostly on YouTube and IG. Those are the two places, and it's all about my art. I don't follow a bunch of politics or anything like that on IG. 99% of my who I follow on IG is art creatives, photography, Barbie photography, anything creative I do on IG. Mostly I'm on Facebook for family, although every now and then, something gets under my skin and I'll comment, but I just try to avoid it. Same thing for X. I used to be on Twitter all the time before it got so political you couldn't even talk to each other anymore. I just left. I mean, I'm there, but I'm not there, Um, this is how my view on it. Everybody's made up their mind politically where they stand on almost every issue. Everybody's made up their mind. So you might as well just let everybody, okay, that's what you believe. That's what you follow. That's what I'm not fighting with you about it. Doesn't do any good. Trust me, you are not going to change anybody's mind. All right. So let's go ahead and get into something fun, shall we? Let's see. Kimberly. Yes. Oh, the Poor Toast book. Okay. You already got it in the mail. Okay, Missy. Gotcha. Gotcha. Let's see. Yeah, Christopher's in Canada. Oh my gosh. All right. So I'm going to flip through this book. And again, I was enabled by View. And here's the Unity Ink Press on Amazon. Let me give you an ISB number. 9798 988 984603. And the girls are stunning. Let me move all this up out of the way so I don't set the book in the pan pastels, because I don't want it all over the place. I'll move them down as I use them. So all right. I think they're beautiful. Beautiful. View raises hand. Yes, View. Did you have a question? I still didn't see if you're still in the hospital, View. I might have missed it. Chat rolls by really fast. Make sure if you talk to me that you put it in caps. Then I know you're talking to me. If you're not talking to me, don't put it in caps. But if you're talking to me, put it in caps. That way I can see you and see your comments. Make sure that you have live chat selected at the top of your window, and that goes for if you watch recordings of live videos, streams. You need to check the live. It defaults to top chat. You have to physically change it to live chat, or you don't see all the chat, and that goes for the recordings as well. And I am streaming in 1080p, so if it looks fuzzy or anything, go down to the little wheel setting, click on that, and change the settings to 1080 or at least 720p. Okay? Thank you, Janet. Janet's on it with the book. Let's see. Somebody gave me a paper for pastels. Yeah, there's a name for that paper. Somebody in here will tell me. I don't use it. I don't like it. I like smooth paper for my pastels, but then I do portraits and color book pages. I don't do like landscapes and scenery, and some of those papers are probably good for that. I personally don't like them. There's a name for the paper though. Janet probably knows the name of that paper. There's a name for that paper that feels like kind of like sandpapery, that's made for pastels. Yeah, I don't use it, Marsh, because of that reason. Oh, congratulations for being on YouTube 4 years. I've been streaming I'm in my 14th year, and I think 10 years on YouTube. 4 years was on Ustream, and so I've been on YouTube for about 10 years. But I've been streaming, I'm going into my 14th year. Let's see. Does anybody know the name of that paper? Somebody will. Okay, so let's keep flipping through the book. I will put a post-it note on the one I'm going to do when we get to her. They're just beautiful girls. And so I'm excited. I'm excited to pan Pastel. And I will cut it out, the one that I want. Where's my cutter? What do I do with it? Here it is. So I'll cut out the one I want to do when I get to it. So this looks like Vanessa. I forget her last name. Looks like Vanessa. Oh, she looks so cute. All of them are beautiful though. But anyway, View picked out the one. It's not called. It is kind of sanded. Yep, Williams, Vanessa Williams. Thank you. I don't. It's not. It's something else. There's a name for it. Now it's bugging me. Hang on, I got to look it up. Nobody knows. I don't see anybody answering me. Hang on. Let's see. Maybe I can just Google it. Name of sanded pastel paper. Let's see if it gives it to me. Pastel matte, I think. Yeah, I think that's it. That's it. Pastel matte. I think that's what it is, Cat and Paste, and thank you. Yeah. I'm looking. I'm not seeing exactly, but I think that's what I'm thinking of. It's pastel matte. And it's scratchy. It is rough. There was a huge fish in your collage. What book is it from? The Veil, that was out of this book right here. This one. Yeah, this one. Cut and Collage Ocean Life. Again, this is a Pour Toast Kate Curry book. Cut and Collage Ocean Life number 4. Okay, it's out of this book. All right, let's keep moving on. Pastel matte. That's what it is, Kat. Thank you. Let's see. Hi, Leah. Anybody else? Pastel matte. Yeah, that's that scribe. I don't care for that paper because just the kind of pastel work I do. Hi, Mark. The pastel work I do, I want smooth paper. Now, this paper here is, copy paper. It's Amazon paper, which I don't mind. I like it. It works fine to me for alcohol markers. You just have to put something behind it or cut it out because it goes right through. Okay, here, this is her. This is the one. I think this was 2 older ladies, and I think that's the one that I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this is the one that View asked me or picked for me to do. So I'm going to cut her out. I'm going to cut it. There we go. I trim it down. And put it on black cardstock when I'm finished with the page. Like this, I take out. So this is who we're going to do today. Because View picked her. But I mean, I could pick any of them. They're beautiful. Look. Oh, I just really want to color so many of them. View said this looks like her hair. When she flipped it, she goes, that looks like my hair. Full straight on face. Yeah. But she's beautiful too. So another girl that looks like Vanessa Williams. So Anxious to color. Going to start with pan pastels. I think it's the eyes. It's the eyes that look like Vanessa Williams. Oh, View. We were talking about how she kind of resembles a little bit like Nichelle Nichols. I don't know if I could find my Nichelle Nichols painting. That I was my I say painting. It's uh, all pencil with a little bit of acrylic paint. Maybe I can find it. Let's see. I think I know where it is. Right in here. Move this. Let's see. What did I do with that? I have a little portfolio. Well, I guess I can't. I had a little portfolio where I kept my what do you call it, art in the my I'm looking where I kept my fan art in, but I don't know where it is. But it is on Instagram. But I don't want to take the time to go dig that up right now. But next time I get out that little portfolio, I'll find my drawing of Nichelle Nichols. Let's see. Michelle, yeah. All right, so I'm going to try to put this over here. Let me get something underneath here. Hang on. Piece of cardstock or two off my shelf. I am excited to probably the rest of the day today. I'll work on. I will work on organizing my collage fodder envelopes. Like I said, I moved 3 shelves of it into the other room. So now I have to sort it all. I'll just sit and watch TV or some YouTube or something while I do it. All right. Let's see. Hi, Annette. I have no plans. Maybe I should look up like some gray hair. Because usually when I usually do when I do white hair, gray hair, I add blue to it. But let me go get my iPad. I'm going to look at some gray hair. Hang on. Get a little bit of correct color for the gray hair while I'm reading chat. Let's see. Let's see. Mark said, Dee Dee, random question. What was the app you used to draw people with I don't know what DRSW. Not sure, Mark. Oh, wait. You mean the sketch where people would sketch each other? That was sketchy. And it was without it's SKETCH. Let me see. There's one of the letters is missing. It's a sketchy app. But let me write it down so I can see. Oh, come back here. Let's see. I got the fan on. Everything's blowing around. Hang on. It's SKTCHY. I think it's without the E. I think that's what it is. I think it's sketchy app. Yeah. And I haven't been on it in years. So I don't even know if they're still there. But what it was is people would post pictures of themselves. People would post pictures. Hang on. I just got to pop up. There we go. People would post pictures of themselves for you to draw. And I used to do that all the time. And then what you do is, or did, like I said, I don't know if they're still there. And so they would, you would draw them. And then when you posted it, your picture would overlay on top of the person. Not, I mean, like, it's just like posted on top of their photograph. It doesn't like literally overlay it. It just posts on top of their picture. And then it's like if I drew this and then I post it, I'd post it right on top. So you could slide over and see the real person and then the picture you drew. And yeah, it was really fun. I did it for a lot of years, but I haven't done it for years. So I'm not even sure if they're still around. But that's what it was, Mark. You could check it and see if that's the name of the app. Okay, so Rainbow says still exists, but it's called Museum. Okay, let me write that down. Now she says called Museum. Is it the same? Is it the same people running it? I don't know. I mean, it's been so many years. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna find some gray hair here. Let's see. I don't want it too dark of gray hair. I mean, I want it like almost white. I want it almost white. Let's see. All right, that might work. Let's see. Pick a couple different ones. That one has a little more gray. Let's see. Maybe a little bit more white hair. That might work. Okay. Okay. I think that might work. All right. Let's see. Susan. I said hi to Arlene Shelley. You do have it on the iPad. It looks the same. Okay. Thanks, Rainbow. All right. I wrote that down. I need to go back over there. And again, if y'all have seen my portfolio of portraits, which is it's in the closet, and I don't want to move things around right now to get to it because I want to work on this. So let's see here. I think I'll change my little tips here. This one needs to be changed out. And so you can buy the little replacement tips. So that one looks good. So you only have to buy the handles once, and then you can just replace the little foamy. And it's not like I get the same question every time. It's not makeup sponges are not the same. Okay. So when you see me using these are the soft SOFFT soft. It's a soft brand of sponges. And and again, you can buy the different tips for the different ones. Let's see, where's the close of this one? That one, let's replace that one too. That one's getting kind of janky. There we go. And you do have to be careful when you put them on because they will tear, they will rip. Okay, there we go. So I'll use these two. All right, let's make sure there's anything on here. All right. I mix on these. I had asked Bernadette, the previous owner of Pan Pastels, if she would make these sponges a little bigger so that I could use it for, anybody. So we all could use it for palettes, and they never did. And then Golden bought them out, and I have been in contact with Golden to do the same, to make these in bigger, like maybe a 4x4, just enough to mix on. Because this is what I mix on. So I switch it over to depending on what colors I'm using. So, all right, let's see. Don't see anything else in caps. Again, guys, if you're talking to me, put it in caps. I do see other things. Hi, P Money. I do see other things. P Money is another one from the other side of the interwebs that I know. He and Ruth and Amy and Melissa and Mike and Edwin. Let's see. Yeah, it is. It's a good idea because it works. It works so well. All right. So let's see what do we want to start with? I think I want to start with some Do I want to start with some of her hair and a little bit of the undertone of her skin? Maybe. So let's go ahead and start with this. Oh, let's see. Looks like my camera's a little crooked. Hang on. Let's tilt it this way just a little. There we go. There we go. So I'm going to start with this blue gray. And also, guys, I don't do tutorials. I don't tell you all every color and number and list it out for you because I don't do tutorials. I just do demos. Okay. She looks like Diane Warwick a little, but Diane Warwick's face was a little more, I don't know, a little more square or something. I don't know. Her shape of her face is a little different. Okay, so I'm going to just start with putting in some of the blue color as a underpainting, if you will. And again, you do have to spray these. You do have to fixative it. Okay, so I want to put, mostly I want her hair to be white, but you got to have some color in there for it to show up. She's got a little bit of maybe a little braid right there. Look at it already. Maybe, do y'all want me to zoom in one more? Let's see. There we go. That might be better. All right. And I have no plan. I did not plan what cut, I pulled the colors. I pulled some pastels and pencils, but I don't have any plans on really what I'm going to do with her. I'm just going to go for it. So let's put some blue down. Oh, thanks. Thanks, View. View picked her. I was watching View when she did a flip of this book. And I told View, I said, oh, I'll color one of those. You pick one. And she picked this one and the other. Well, she picked, I think, about 3. And I really like this one. Because she's beautiful, but she's not like stunning beautiful like, one of the younger girls, The younger girls are stunningly beautiful. But I always like, and I always tell my girls this too, and my granddaughter. I always said, it's a Judge Judy quote, but she also was the title of one of Judge Judy's books. Beauty fades, dumb is forever. All right, so I'm going to put some kind of blue. I might need a little bit more blue. This might be too gray. Let me look at my blues. I might want this blue. This one might be a little bit less gray. Let me test it out. Let's test that out. Yeah, that's just a little bit bluer. Yeah. I like that. Okay, so I want to put some blue under her skin. And I want to get it too. I think I'm going to need to mix the 2 blues. I'll mix this one and this one. One's a little too blue, the other's a little too gray. So I just kind of want a little bit of shadow under her skin. You put, just depending on what you want to do, you can do other colors under the base of your skin. I'm going to put a little blue under hers. And then I'll go over it with, other colors. And don't forget, like, for instance, if I go out a line there like that, the nice thing about pan pastels is as long as you do it before you spray fixative. Let's see this one. This one here. As long as you take your kneaded eraser and erase, you can get rid of anything on the, if you go out of lines or get something where you don't want it, or if you want to highlight. Let's say you want some more highlights up here. You can remove pastel with your kneaded eraser, but make sure when you pick up pastel, then you fold it over and get rid of it. Otherwise, you're going to be moving that blue wherever you don't want it. You know what I mean? So I'm going to just get some. If you get it too much or too dark, just go in there and erase it. Let's see. Say hi to Debbie Bruce. Hi, Kathy Bird. Kathy, are you and Colleen streaming tomorrow, perchance? I know y'all were just doing Tuesdays for a while. Have you decided if you're going to stream tomorrow? Oh, and I got to read. I got the list. Pacola sent me the list. Let me get the list from Pacola that she messaged me of everybody doing the forest book, the forest collage book. So if you're doing the forest collage book, Kathy and Colleen did a whole show. Well, most of the show that they did on Tuesday had to do with the forest collage. There we go. I think a little bit there. There we go, like that. Maybe a little more right there. Let's see. Beauty without wisdom isn't actual all that attractive. That's true, Marsh. Thank you. But I just always love that Judge Judy quote. Beauty fades, dumb is forever. What was I going to do? You'll check with Colleen. Oh, I was going to look up my list from Pacola. So as far as, and if there's anybody else that's doing this book, hang on, the forest collage book, working in this book. Now I put reimagining on here, but it just says forest. Kieran Connolly, and we're just doing. We're not painting. I don't think any. I mean, you can do whatever you want, but I think most of us that are working in this book, and as opposed to some of our other altered books, is we're just using collage and not paint in this one. And let me tell y'all who's doing it so far. At least the list that Pacola has. So here's the people that are doing it. Ann Lar, of course, me, Colleen, Kathy, Charmaine W. I don't know Charmaine. Devin Rex for art, Jasper, Jane L, Jill, Kathy B. Oh, well, that's Kathy Bird. Kathy and Colleen. Lynette, Sherry, Tammy, and Terry Brett. So those are the people that are doing the forest book. And if you post any pictures on IG, I personally would tag Kieran Connolly to promote, show his book, and that you're using his book. I always try to do that anytime I use somebody's book for, collaging, abandoned, altered books, I always try to post because it's always Kieran Connolly's books because I love Kieran's books. And I think I have all his books that are abandoned places. So anyway, I'm just kind of finding a few shadows here. That looks pretty good. Just to start giving her a little depth, right? What do you think so far, View? She looking okay? And then, of course, when I get into her eyes, I'll go with pencil. So let me just go ahead and do that real quick. Do I want terracotta? Kind of like that, and a dark brown. And of course, when I do pupils, I use, let me find my Sharpie pen. Do I have one in here? I write with them, so I have them with me all the time. But then I never have them sitting around in here. Let's see. Here's one. These are the Sharpie pens are awesome. So, and I might have to, if I go in here now and do this, let me see. Let me get rid of some of, I got a little bit of smudge over here. I want her pupils to be real dark because you have to remember grayscale or any color books. The ink that they print with it's gray. It's not pure black. So if you want a nice dark black, like the pupils and the eyes, or later I'll go back over her eyelashes because they're not pure black. They're like a dark gray. And then especially after you're going over things with pastel, like I'm putting a little, let's put a little pastel right there. You're lightening up the black. You're making it lighter. And so if you want dark black, you're going to have to go in there with something. Okay. The eyeball inks is gray. Yeah, it's they're gray. Yeah, it's a gray scale book. So any of the shadows, it's gray. It's called a gray scale book because they give you your shadows for you to kind of help. It does kind of help you follow along to shade. Okay. But I will go back over the eyelashes after when I get to that point. But I wanted to put in her pupils, and now I'm going to go ahead and just put a nice like terracotta in her eyes. I mean, you can do this with pastel too, but you're going to have to be getting right up in, I add so much detail later with pencil. So I'm just going to go ahead and go in there with that. And then a little darker right up under the, and then I need a blue, like a slate blue. I'll put a little bit of a shadow up under the eyelid rather. Just a little bit. Can y'all see? Do I need to zoom in some more? Probably. Let's go ahead and zoom in one more. There we go. And then my white. Did I not pull a white? Let's see. And then just kind of blend that just a little. So she has just a little bit of shadow from her eyelid, Let's see. Hi, Julie Topaz. Jane. Chantel. Flo. Hi, Flo. I just like saying that. Hi, Flo. All right. So then I want just a little bit extra light in their pupils here. And then I always, have my Posca handy for highlights. And sometimes I like to add a little extra highlight that's not in the picture. It just gives it a little more life. Then when that dries, I can knock it back to a darker brown or a terracotta. So that's good for now because I really wasn't going to work in her eyes right now. Where's my black? Oh, here it is. Okay, same thing for her nostrils. The corners of the mouth. I like these are the places I like really dark. The pupils, and for now that's good. Let's see, Rainbow Kitten. Sip of my water. Hi, Amor Fabrics. There's Selena. So y'all know on Monday when I was showing the prayer pouches, I showed some of my prayer pouches on Monday, Selena. So if you want to go see where I use some of your fabric because I use Selena's fabrics to make them. So I made some and sent them out already. But that Amor Fabrics Selena is where I buy them. So yeah, you'll follow her on YouTube and Etsy. All right, so now let's see what I want to do. I think I'll go in here with, do I want maybe a little bit of the golden color? Let's turn this over to the other side where I can blend. And let's see here. I'm going to take my time and just kind of softly blend. I'm going over the blue, and it'll still show just a little bit. It'll just give a little bit of more color under the skin there. I don't really want any of the brown in the hair, though. I want to make sure I keep the hair, you know, light and mostly white. Okay. So I'm just going to get a little coat of the terracotta color. It's actually called burnt sienna shade. So you don't pick those up and look at them over your piece. So we'll get her kind of blocked in. And if you get anything too dark and you don't, you want to lighten something up, you just erase it. Just erase it. So we'll see how it goes. Because of Dee Dee, it's already gone. But because of these, I always use lots of white eyeshadow in the corners of my eyes because it makes, yeah, I said that one day, um, because I do it on my portraits too. But when you put your makeup on, girls, if you put some white, let me see, where's my eraser? If you put some white in the corner of your eyes, regardless of what else you do with your makeup, if you have white in the corner of your eyes, it will make you, I don't know, 10 years younger. Does it make you look 10 years younger, Kat? uh, and I'm trying to keep using my sponge here because it kind of blends it out a little so it's not too harsh. And I am taking my time, guys. I don't want to hurry this blend here. I want it to be nice and soft. And I don't want to accent her wrinkles under her eyes too much, but I don't want her to look 20 either. So like her ear here, if I go off the ear a little bit with the color, I'll just go back in there with the eraser and erase it off. But just being real soft with it. Hi, Pixie Cora. Anybody else I'm missing? Do you have any questions or anything about pan pastels? And I'm no expert. There's plenty of people out there that do pan pastels amazing. But and I haven't been doing them for that long, a few years. But I always do pencil as well. So my pan pastels are not ever just pan pastels. They're also pencil. Okay, I wish I had gotten them earlier. Yeah, well, just build up your collection a couple at a time. You will, you know, and you'll find there's a lot of colors I really hardly ever use. So, uh, there's a portrait set, but apparently you've already got 5 or 6 already. So I'm not sure what ones you've already bought, View. But yeah, you just have to spray it before I mean, you can work in pencil on top of it before you spray it, but you have to be real careful not to sit your hand in it. So I want a little bit of light in a couple of spots on her neck there. Like I think I want a little bit lighter in here. So see how you can just erase and a little bit in here. But you got to fold over your kneaded eraser so that oops, so you don't just move the stuff around. Okay, so there's a good start. Now let's see. I bent the paper a little bit right there. Let's see. Do I have any? You love the 6 you have, you? Yeah. All right. So let's see now. I want to go in with a little bit of, let me get some nice peachy color with the sienna color. So we'll have one shade lighter here. And I'm blending it on the sponge. Let's test that out. Let's see. Let's test it out. So I just want to get a little bit of light going on because I don't want to leave the skin white. This is just going to be another, base color. And also, some of the places that you really like to leave highlights or erase them out is under the eyebrows, the tip of the nose, the chin, highlight a little on the cheeks, and in the eyes, the corner of the eyes. So let's just get a nice base coat on here. Then we're going to go back in with some other colors. Kind of taking my time. I'm just going to go right over her lips because they're going to be a darker color here in a minute. I'll just go ahead so there's not, I don't have to worry about trying to get an exact line there. All right, there's a nice, and I don't know what color outfit she's going to have. Maybe I should just go ahead and do the same gray blue that's in her hair, in her outfit. That might be good. Let's go over here with that. This is one of the colors in her hair. Just a little hint. I need to get a paper towel too to clean my tool. I never wash them. I usually wear them out before I wash them, before I need to wash them. This will have some more shadows in it, but some of it might be with pencil. But just get a paper towel because it's just rough enough to clean your tool. And even though it looks dirty, it's not, it doesn't have the pigment in it. Be careful, and I've told y'all this before, be careful when you blow on, get rid of any dust or anything. Be careful because if you accidentally, just even one little drop of spit, you will ruin your whole piece. Okay. I was going to ask you the paper towel. Yes, just plain old paper towel because you can clean your tool, and I don't ever wash them. I guess people do wash them. You gotta make sure they're 100% dry. Just saying, be careful. I know I've shown y'all the wet uh when something gets wet. So that looks good for a base there. All right, so now let's see. I'm going to go ahead and clean this other tool over here, the bigger one. So I'm going to get in her hair here in a minute. Let me see. Let me look if I can pull a piece of paper out from under here. Piece of paper. And I'm just going to take, and I won't do it here on, oops, hang on. Let's go. Okay. I won't spray over the piece here, but I'm going to go over here with my paper and just lightly just do a little spritz over here. Just the lightest bit of spritz. So let's just say you went and you got a little spit on there. This is what happens. I just want to show y'all because it's dramatic and you don't want to do it. So then look. See that right there? That's where the water is. And if you accidentally get any water on here and you go in here and start working on it, you cannot get rid of that. I don't know. I've tried everything to try to get rid of something like that. When I accidentally get even one little speck of water, I've usually had to turn it into freckles or something because there's no you could paint over it. I guess you could paint over it. You've done it, view. So it's just best, make sure you're aware that your mouth is very dry if you're going to go, and there's not a lot of dust. There's just not a lot of dust with pan pastels, but there is a little, and you don't want to, you don't want to get any wet on your page. Okay. So we got that started. Let's go back up into the hair now. I'll probably mostly do pencil in there because I really don't want to do a lot. I want to keep her hair almost white, right? And so if I get in here too much so let's just go ahead and kind of get a little bit of color on there. I mean, just kind of blend out what I've already put on. And then I'll go in there with eraser. Okay. And we can always go in more shadows with pencil too. But now I've got an undercolor of a blue gray. Okay. And now you can do a couple things. You can do it with the kneaded eraser and just make a nice point and get in here and erase. Or if you have the electric eraser, they're, battery operated, then you can get in here. Can you see that? Now the eraser will make a little bit of a dust. So again, when you're blowing it away, don't spit on it. If this bothers y'all, just mute for a minute. I hope y'all can see the white. And then I'll go back in and shade, put a little bit more shadow in there. Or you could take a light brush like this new brush that I got and just gently get rid of the eraser bits. Okay, and y'all may not be able to see much to this, but I do. Well, so the next time you're at the dentist, just think, that's just an eraser. It's just the sound of an eraser. It's not a big deal. It's just the sound of an eraser. All right, so I'll leave that for, well, wait, let me do a little bit more right here on the edge. Whoops. Okay. All right, let's see. The Barbie brush. Yeah, well, it kind of I got it in um the nail set that I bought of tiny brushes, um, that are nail brushes. And I got them for a project that I needed real tiny brushes, and the whole set was like $10 for 30 pieces, and this was one of the things in there. Okay, so there we go. And then if you think there's anything on the brush here, go over to a clean piece of the paper towel and make sure you clean that off. Okay. Now let's get back into some color. I'm trying to keep her in focus in frame. Okay, let's see. And I am going to get me a baby wipe and kind of keep my hands clean a little bit too. Although make sure that if the baby wipe is wet, so you don't want to get that on here. So wipe your baby, hands, and then use a paper towel or I have a shirt that is just for, a vest that's for working in the studio. So I just dry my hands on my clothes. Let's see. All right. So thanks everybody for being here. Thank you, lurkers. I'm going to add more white into her hair. I can do that also with Posca, but we'll do that. That's kind of like a final thing. So I'm going to get back into her skin. So I want her to be a little bit more. Do I want a little bit darker? Let's see here. Where's my little sponge here? Let's just go in here. This color and this color. And blend. So I want to build up the layers slow. You don't want to just take your time. That's all I can say. And she is going to have dark eyebrows too. She'll have black eyebrows, pretty dark eyebrows. Maybe I should go ahead and put that in too. So I'm just kind of, you're just kind of mashing it into the paper. I could put a little bit of makeup on her cheeks. Again, I'm kind of going off of the ears a little bit. So I'll want to go in there with my eraser and clean that up. And this is just how, I'm doing it. There's probably, people that use pan pastels all the time, maybe doing it a different way. They may build it up from, certain light to dark. I just kind of roll with what I can envision in my head, how she looks, and just layer her up. It's not a formula, and it's not a, you know, every portrait I do, whether it's a real portrait, of a person or like a color book portrait, I just kind of just have fun with it. Don't really have a formula. And I'm working off my little sponge here where I've mixed this color and this color together. And I'm trying to not to put too much pigment on at a time because I want to softly blend. I don't want to pile it on. So just very little at a time. If you have any questions, put it in caps. She kind of looks like your Nana, Hermit. Aw. And you probably can't see it, but I can still see a little bit of the gray and blues underneath the skin. So it just doesn't look like it's flat, dark brown. It has depth to it. Just like an older woman would. She'd have depth. Okay, I went a little bit onto her clothes there. Let's clean that up. A little bit light in here. And then again, on her clothes. All right, let's get into some more. Just very softly continuing to blend. Sorry, guys, I'm not talking much. I'm kind of in the zone. I do keep looking up to see if y'all are. Aw, aw. I know these days, pretty much everybody is Hermit. Don't want to. I want to take my time. And one of the nice things I think with pan pastels is you can keep layering and layering. With pencil, you can only layer so much. And again, you probably can't see it, but I can see all the colors that I've already put down before. A little bit of the, kind of the yellower color and the blue color. I can see all that in the skin, which may not show up on camera. Okay, keeping blending. Okay. Aw, thanks, thanks, Selena. Yeah, we try to laugh. Whenever we got stuff to, we're always trying to laugh. All right, now I'm going to get in here with some of the darker again. Let me go ahead and put her eyebrows in. I'm going to put them in dark brown, but I'll probably add some black to them because her hair would have been naturally black. So her eyebrows would still be, you know, maybe a little bit of gray in them, but most women are going to, take care of their brows. So I'll put some black in her eyebrows in a little bit. So again, I'm just going to continually build up. Get some more of the dark, really dark areas here, especially in the eyes here. I'm going to be tempted to get in here a pencil soon. I'll still with the tour. I need to put a little color in her cheeks too. Can y'all see how it's building up? Well, honestly bothers me. What worries me is I don't want to get her so soft and that she's going to look younger than she is. I'm going to have to add a little bit of. I don't want to say I'm going to add wrinkles to her skin. I'm going to have to, have some definition in parts of her face, and I'll do that with pencil. Because it's easy to blend it out so nice and blendy that she doesn't look like she has any age to her. You know what I mean? So smooth. Okay, I'm going to clean my tool off so I can blend in this right here without adding more pigment. Just soften this right in here. And I could add a couple little wrinkles in her brow with pencil. I still feel like this is kind of like the the base coat for what I'm going to do with, more details. But I got to do it softly. Man, I don't like, I wish I could give me those cheekbones. I want to put a little color in her cheeks and her lips here in a second. And if you want to blend, you got to come over here and clean your tool off so you don't get you're not just moving pigment around, that you're softening it. Do you think is it building up for you guys? I hope y'all are able to see. Oh, thanks, Devin. And hi, by the way. So I can tell I need to kind of sort of get in with pencil pretty soon. All right, let's see what I can do here with a little bit of, let's see how red this is. Is that going to be too? Let's do a little bit of this color and a little bit of the peachy color. Maybe those two together, because I don't want it quite that dark, but almost. Have you ever tried the blending powder pen? No, I don't, Rain. And for mostly because what I do is I go back with pencil so much. Do you use it, Rain? I have it. I should use it sometime, right? Now I've got to be careful here. All right, let me clean off the tool. Just a touch. Sometimes you like it. Okay. All right, I might be done with it. I might need to go spray it and work. I think she needs a little bit of color down in here. Just a little bit. Okay, again, get around that little collar. All right, let's see. Here's still a little bit more. Lips. I'll do most of the detail in the lips too with the pencil. Okay. Oh, thanks, Arlene. Okay, I think I'm going to go spray her. Because I want to get some more detail in there. Oh, let me go ahead and get a little bit of white back in the corners of her eyes. Because that'll give her a little sparkle. See, doesn't that give a little sparkle? Do it on yourself. Give yourself a little sparkle in the corner of your eyes. All right, now just don't kind of barely blend just a little bit of the eyebrows there, a little bit of highlight under the brows. Just a little touch on the nose. A little bit more on the chin. Just kind of picking out a little bit extra highlights. Maybe just a little on this side of her lip here. Cleaning it off. And I'll put some like lip lines with pencil too. Let's get a couple highlights in here. Let's go back and blend that right there just a little. I don't, the kneaded eraser will work on your skin. No, but you can put a little bit of white, uh, shiny shadow in there. Uh, all right, I'm going to go take it outside and take a quick break. Before I spray it, though, I want to make sure I go in here in any place because once you spray it, you're really not going to be able to erase. So you want to make sure that you have anything that you want erased, finger smudges around the edges, you know, cleaned up. Okay. So I think that's a start. What do y'all think? What do you, View, are you around? What do you think, View? How's she looking? Just a few little extra highlights here and there. We don't want to over youth her neck either because sometimes that's kind of a little bit of more. That's better. Very regal. Yeah, she does look very regal, doesn't she? All right, let's blend this right here a little. Right along that collar. Okay, I'm going to go out and spray, and then we'll come back in with pencil. Of course, I can always go back in here with more pan pastel as well, but then you have to spray again. Okay, you have to spray every time you go in there with pan pastel. I'm just cleaning my kneaded eraser. If you're going to draw my neck, get a photo. Well, see, I mean, I don't want it to look too youthful, but I don't want her to look too, I want her to look like I've been taking care of myself all these years. All right. I'm going to close the door when I leave, too, so that Malibu doesn't come in here. Let me see, let me just go ahead and wipe this down a little, get any excess. All right. I'll be right back. I don't see her in here, so I think we're good. Here's my spray. All right. I'll be right back. I should have put my BRB on the desk. I'll put this right here in front of my fan for just a second. I usually waft it out on the porch, wave it around for a minute. But it's rainy out, so I can't stand out there too long. Okay, I think that's good. All right. All right. Let's see. In the red cold, I'm not sure if you change your name or if I know you. I don't think I recognize you. Hi, Ruth, if I missed you earlier. Hi, Becky Kalura. I'm probably missing some people coming in. Okay. So she's been sprayed. Now let me go ahead and flip this over and get me a nice clean piece of, there we go. And I'm going to move my pastels over to the side for now. Sponges and paper towels. If y'all missed it, we're coloring out of Beauty Close Up. There we go. Grab some of the light there. I think that's pretty good. All right, so now let me grab my pencils. I'll probably need more colors too, but I got them all right here. Let's put the little eraser there to hold it in place. And I will trim it down a little, and I'll put it on a black piece of cardstock when we're done. I think I'm going to start with, let me get some nice dark brown here. And I really should get a piece of something that I'm not resting my hand on it. Even though I sprayed it, I still don't really want to rest my hand on her. Let's see, let me get a fresh piece of wax paper or parchment. Maybe some parchment. Just something to rest my hand on. Let's cut this down. If y'all missed it earlier, I was talking about how this morning, like 30 minutes before I came on stream, I moved 3 shelves of collage fodder in my snap bags. And I was out of breath. All right. Oh, thanks, Debbie. All right, so I'm going to kind of go up in here. All right, so now I'm going to start really putting in the depth. This is what I do with my pencils. Are you paying attention, view? After you get this done, and you go in here with your pencils. And again, guys, I'm really taking my time. I want her to look good. I mean, I want them all to look good, but sometimes on stream, I go a little fast because I want to get as much done as I can. But I'm taking my time. We got time still. All right, let's go ahead and do her eyebrows. I'm going to put some black in them too. I always like my girls to have a little bit thicker eyebrows. And that's another thing when you get older. You want your brows a little thicker because youthful eyebrows are not, unless it's just a fad or something like what, when I was growing up and in the 70s, we drew just one thin line for our eyebrows. It was like a fad. But to look youthful, you want your brows to be a little on the thicker side. All right, let me get my black. What did I do with it? Did I not pull my black pencil? Let's see. All right, so that's, yeah. I just want a little bit darker in the brows. So those are my makeup tips for the day. Thicker brows, a little bit of white in the corner. And I am going to put a little bit of lineage, in under her eyes and stuff, so she looks a little older. But we'll get to that in a minute. Okay. She's beautiful. Thank you, Keeper Cash. Show the book. Beauty close up. And I did a flip. I'll do another flip of it when I can back out. Okay. The ISBN, here's the back page. The ISBN is 979-8-988-984603. And there's some of the girls in there. All right. If I'm just leaning on her face, I just want something here where, even though I sprayed it, I still don't want any smudges. And again, I'll go over her eyelashes with black Sharpie pen. Taking my time. See how that makes it more? So I'm just picking up the darkest darks right now. But take your time when you do faces. Like I said, I go a little fast on stream, but you don't have to hurry when you're by yourself. Yes, depth. More depth. Exactly, View. I'm gonna change color. I don't want to get too darks. This is where you just want the very darkest. You gotta be careful. Then you go back down up under here, and a little bit in the corners of her mouth and other places where the darkest darks are. But make sure if you do dark, how's View said, melanoma ladies? I think she says that what she calls it. Is that what you call your ladies, View? The dark skin girls. Don't not leave highlights, so, because dark skinned people have highlights in their face too. You know what I mean? So don't just get a flat dark color. You want to make sure you want to have highlights. So I'm barely touching, right, like right in here, I'm barely touching. Or down in here, I can get a little bit more pressure with a little bit of the darker darks. Thank you, Q and L. Thank you, Annette. So I'm just barely touching the surface here in some places. If I get time before we end, I'll try to get out my little portfolio of portraits because y'all were asking about the Sketchy app, which somebody has said is now called Museum, and also like some of my like Nichelle Nichols. I have a portrait of her in there, and I know most of y'all have probably seen them, but I'll try to. Let's see. And I always say that. Like last week, I went, "Oh, I'll show you my stencil, how I reorganized my stencils." And then after the show was over, I go, "Oh, I forgot to show how I reorganized the stencils." I don't want to get too much in the neck right now. Let me get back up in here. Oh, and then I forget who it was. Somebody messaged me or commented that I was using the T Gall that Joanne sent me, which sharpens like amazingly pointy. And I was sharpening it, and it was just the little stubby kind of sharpening. And she said, "You got to change this. You got to change the numbers to make the pencil longer." So let's see what that number 5 does. There we go. See, now it's a little longer point. Whereas I guess let's go back down to 1. And let me get like this other color here. If I get back in. Why can't I get back in? I shut it and I can't get back in. What do I do? How do I? Oh, okay. Got that. I went to all the way to close. Okay, here's number 1 or 2 now. Let's see here. See, it's the little stubby. And then here's it a little bit longer. See? So I did not know that. That's how the numbers there. So if you got one of these and you wonder is it only sharpening stubby? Well, you have to change the number. And then I just tried to I put it to close. There's the arrow right there. I put it to close and go, why can't I sharpen this? But it sharpens really sharp is what I'm trying to say. Now my eyes are watering. Oh my gosh. Dude, I found sci-fi portraits coloring book on Amazon. You thought of you. Okay, I'll make a note. I'll go look it up after a while. Sci-fi coloring. Okay, I wrote it down. Thanks, Shelly. All right, let's get back on our lady here. I always like a little dark in any color skin. A little bit dark in the corners of the mouth. Oh, thank you, Q and L Expressions, for the super sticker. If you send me your address, I will send you a book. I've been giving out bookmarks, collage bookmarks the last couple of weeks. Thank you, Q&L. Here's my email. Oh, wait, that's not it. It shouldn't be a 2 there. Hang on, let me redo it. It should be an at, not a 2. There we go. There we go. Thank you, Q&L. And send me your address and, what if you have a different name than what I know your real name's not Q&L, but tell me who you are. So, because you'll send me your address, I'll go, who is that? Was it Q&L? So if you tell me who you are and send me your address, I don't share your address with anybody, and I don't put you on an email list. And then, so I wrote you down for a bookmark. Okay. So yeah. Oh, thank you, Pixie Cora. Fainted. You're so funny. You're so funny, View. All right, so let's see. Let's keep going here. All right. Let's get a little bit more shadows. A little bit more shadows. And again, I'm going to put a little bit more wrinkles in her. Not going to age her up really heavy, but like she might need a little bit more, like a little bit under the eyes here, maybe just a little, just to put a little bit of age on her. Not too much though. And do it light. That little, the little dip between, there's a name for that little part between your lip there that has the little indentation in your under your nose there. Taking my time. And I'll soften this a little bit, but I want her to have a little bit of a line. I'll blend this out. Very light, very soft. And then again, maybe just a little bit more. Let's finish blending this out up here. I'll try to finish this today and post it on IG. I'm going to give her just a little bit of, lines in her forehead. Not too much. I want her to, she knows how to put on her makeup, right? She knows how to cover up. She knows how to conceal those wrinkles. But I don't want her to look 20, I'm trying to make her look like a well taken care of, I don't know, 60, 70-year-old. So she knows how to take care of herself. Uh, uh, let's see. Oh, the philtrum right here. That's what that's called right there. Okay, the philtrum. Thank you, Raul. Okay, let's see. Let's stop for a minute and look at her. Let's see. I want a little bit more brightness in her eyes here. And then I can go back in here and kind of blend in where I put the darks. I'll blend it out and soften the darks to kind of blend. With the sienna, well, what is it? Like a terracotta, burnt ochre. And I'm kind of on the side of the pencil. So I'm going over the dark areas. Does it seem like it's taken a long time to you guys? I'm going to get in there with their eyelashes in a minute. Let's get a little bit of color in her ears here. Her skin looks so young though. I guess it's just kind of hard for me to do, make her look too old, Her skin looks very youthful. Give her some gold earrings, maybe. All right, let me go back to my blue. And then just a little bit of she looks like a mix of Diane Warwick and Alfre Woodard. Okay, let's see, a little bit of henna. All right, let me go back with a little bit of, I wanted to have a light lip line, but not too light there. What do y'all think? How's that looking? A little less white right there. Still want to add darker color. Nope. Nope. Where's my brown? There it is. Now let's go back with a little bit more lip gloss or whatever, lipstick. And just a tiny more in her cheeks. Not too much. We don't want her to look like a painted lady. It looks like your Nana. Aw. All right, now let's go in here with her. I'm going to go in here on her eyelashes, even though she probably wouldn't have too long eyelashes as an older lady, but we're going to make her look like she knows how to make herself up, you know. Give her a few little extras. Let's go back in here with the... All right, now I want to get... Okay, and the dark brown. Okay. What do y'all think? So I just gave her a little bit of brown brow. I was going to say brow frown, but it's not really a frown. Put a little bit more color right in here on the eyes. So I'll do a little bit more tweaking, but I think she looks pretty good. Let's back out and see what she looks like without being so close up. There. All right, now I want to take some Posca, and I do want to get a little bit more shading in her hair. Let's see if this is going to be too... I don't know if I want a little bit more gray than this blue. This blue might be a little too... I mean, it'll be fine in her clothes, but it might be a little too blue for her hair. And again, I'll do a little bit more tweaking, but let's see. Let me get a gray. So it's not quite as blue as this. I don't know if y'all can see the difference, but it's just a little bit less. It's a little less blue. I want to keep it pretty white. So I'm going to get a little bit in here with some individual hairs. But I want to try to keep it pretty white. And I'll get in here with a little bit of Posca. Oh, let me zoom back in. Thanks, Laverne. So I want to get a little bit of shadow in there. But I want to keep her hair pretty light. If y'all want, I'll do a giveaway of a couple of these pages. I know y'all like it when I give away. I guess y'all like it when I give away color book pages. I don't know how many of y'all actually work on the color book pages, but hopefully if you win a color book page, you will give it to, somebody that that colors. if your grandkids, your kids, a neighbor, whoever that does coloring, hopefully you'll give it to somebody that'll color it if you won't color it. Or just don't play in the giveaway if you don't really want it. You know what I mean? If you're not going to color it or you don't have anybody to give it to. Okay, so there's a kind of a start. Now her earrings, I think they need to maybe be silver. What do y'all think? Silver or gold? Because, like my mother-in-law, she had white hair and she always wore silver. So I'm thinking maybe that she just needs to have silver earrings. So I can, get a silver pin. Do I have a silver pin handy? Let me look up here. What's my silver? Got a silver pin handy. Here we go. There we go. I'm going to get this one to work. I probably pulled one that's not going to work. Okay, so let's go ahead and do and a little bit of white in there too, so it'll look a little. You won't be able to see it, especially on a photo. You won't be able to see it. Maybe I can make these a little like feathers or something. Just so they show up a little better. See, you can see it if I tilt it to the side, but you won't be able to see it there. See? Okay, so last couple of touches. Just a tiny bit of extra highlight up here. Silver. Okay, yeah. And then I want to take, and I want to add maybe just let's see. Make sure my pen is clean here. Let's go over here. There we go. And go kind of across the grain of the coloring so it gives her hair more life. I don't know if y'all can see that. I'll hold it up in a minute. I want her to have a little bit of hair coming on her forehead there. A little curl right there. So if I kind of go across, go across from where, like here, it just makes her hair look a little bit more natural, I could give her some more, little curls, but I think she's kind of just the hair's kind of plain. She has a little bit of curl going on over here. Okay, what do y'all think? Let me back out. Does her hair look too stark? Does it need a little bit of shadow under on the hair? I mean, I don't know. Does she need a little bit more, you know, like, this is what I'm thinking, like right along her, brow here. It might not be quite that bright in real life. You know what I mean? It might have a little bit more shadow to shape her head a little like that, I think. Just that little bit, I think. Just that little bit of shadow there. So, okay, I'm going to stop. Let me see if I can find that little, let me get a drink of my water here. All right, let me turn off this fan and move my fan out of the way. See where I put it's a little portfolio of smaller. It's got some of my smaller stuff. Let's see if I can put my hand on it. What did I do with it? Why isn't it? Should be right here. Ah, there it is. Is this it? I think this might be it. Okay. So I'll show you some of my sketchy with the, now that they changed it to museum app, and some of my other drawings of fan art. Let's see. All right, let's pull this out. I think it's right here. All right. Let me move my beauty to the side, and I'll show the color book again here in a minute. Let me move my iPad out of the way here. All right. Let's see. So, this isn't it. Hang on, guys. So, and I know I didn't pull all of them. I'm not sure where they all are, but here's a stack of them. The rest of that, I think, is the rest of this in here, I think, is Inktober's. So I just have this kind of smaller portfolio thing here, and I think most of the rest of these are Inktober. So, all right, let me show you some of. Okay, so again, now I don't have the Sketchy app in front of me to show you. Let's zoom in one. But what you would do is people would post, and apparently it's still going on, but it's called Museum, from what everybody said earlier. So, what they do is people post their own photos for the purpose of you drawing them. So they're allowing you, they're giving you permission to draw them. And after you draw them, like I showed the example here, like if I wanted to draw her, and then let's just say I drew her, then I would post this on top of the original photo. So you can slide it back and forth. You can see the original person and your drawing. So these, if I say sketchy, that's what I'm talking about here. So for instance, this girl here. So she posted a picture of herself looking up off to the side. And so some of them are small. Like some of these are 5x7. Like this is a small one, as you can see. And some of them are bigger. Let me turn the brightness down just a little. So these are sketchy people. And they would post photographs of themselves for you to draw them. Okay, so these all these I'm showing are just sketchy people, and these are small ones. Okay, and this guy just posted a part of his face. See, this is from 2015. This one's from 2014. So they're from like 2014 and 2015. Here's Packer Die. This is Packer Dye when she had pink hair. She was not sketchy. That's our Packer Dye. Here's a sketchy girl. Couple more sketchy girls. You do quite a few in your sketchy people series. Yeah, I did. I did quite a few sketchy, drawings. Here's one of the girls. I love her because she's holding a selfie stick, and if you look real close, you can see the selfie stick in her eyes. In her eyes, she's holding up a selfie stick. So yeah. Here's another dark skinned girl. I like how her hand is holding her hat on her head. So I really like her. And it's a little flashed out. Maybe I should turn it. I don't know. Maybe, hopefully. Here's another girl. This guy, I think he was the owner of Sketchy at the time. And then this is one of my friends on the internet, his daughter. So I drew her. So these are just small little, and they're on tone tan paper, which I love drawing my portraits on tone tan paper. And people would make faces or whatever, Thanks, Raul. And, I didn't spend hours and hours on these. I would just kind of draw them. Here, this guy, a tattoo artist, posted his picture, and he was like, this was the light. This was the light above him. So I just kind of painted out the light there. There's Jonna. And then somebody posted a picture of their dog. This is if y'all ever see Happy come in, Happy is my sister Jody's best friends for like 30 or 40 years. This is Happy. That's a picture of Happy. And then here's a picture of the brothers, the Oak Island brothers, Rick and Marty. And this is another one of the Oak Island guys. And this is Happy's niece, I think. I think that's her niece. That's a sketchy girl. Now, some of these are getting bigger now. Sketchy girl. Let's see. I'm trying to kind of divide them up. Here's just a dog portrait thing. Let's see here. Then I got a bunch of Oak Island ones. Here's, if you know who Earthworm Jim Doug TeNapel is, there's a picture of him I drew. Here's another sketchy guy. Let's see, this got plastic on it. Let me move it. Sketchy guy. I'm separating out the Oak Island guys for now. There's a picture of Denise. Here's a picture of my other daughter, Annie. Sketchy guy. This is Jen Oz's granddaughter. I've drawn them a couple of times. They have the originals, though. I sent them the originals. I did post them. They're posted online, but they have the originals. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to move out some of the stuff that's not Oak Island. Gold Rush related here, separating them out. Finding the sketchy people first, and then here's some of my fan art. Let's see here. Oh, there's Nichelle Nichols' view. This is the one I was telling you that I was going to try to find to show you. So there's my picture of Nichelle Nichols. I did this back in 2015, so it's almost 10 years old. She was still alive when I did this. So that's Nichelle Nichols. This is my sister's. Let's see. Some of these are pets and people's pets, and I'm kind of shuffling them around here. Hang on, let me separate those. All right, let me get to the Gold Rush and fan art, separating that out. See if there's any more sketchy people. This Vin, he still draws on. I see him drawing on posted on IG, but I think he was one of the founders of Sketchy as well. I really like the way he turned out in his hand. This one I really like this one. So that turned out really well. Let's see. I'm separating out the sketchies and I'll show you the other ones. And I've shown y'all these before lots of times. But I'm trying to find any more of the. And some of the Gold Rush crew, the family wanted them, so I gave them they got the originals. There's a sketchy girl. I really like her. Goggles with and these are all, it has some base, like in the clothes here, it's got paint, but the rest, it's all pencil. This was before I was using pan pastels. So these are all pencil, just pencil with some paint. But no, this is before pan pastel. So Sketchy Girl. Here's Miss Vicky B. Here's Bailey J. Back when this was way back when she was really young. Let's see. Here's if y'all know Shannon Green. There's Shannon Green, and these are YouTubers. Here's Pastel. This was Darcy, one of the YouTubers back when. This is, what's the author's name? I can't think of his name right now. He does children's books. Anyway, let's see. Here's a Sketchy. I did him while I was on jury duty. I did a couple while I was on jury. This one was one I did during jury duty. These are sketchy people. When I say sketchy people, I mean the people on the app. From the app. Her. Here's another picture of my daughter Annie. This is the other one I did I did this while I was waiting on jury duty. And of course, people were watching me do this, But this is a person that was on Sketchy, and she posted this picture of herself. And then let's see. Here's some of the Gold Rush guys. These are some of the Gold Rush crew. Here's Parker. Here's Parker's granddad. I did this one as a memorial for his grandfather when he passed away. Let's see if I have some more. Okay, some more of the Gold Rush guys. There's Rick. Here's Parker's dog. He just passed. He just lost. His name was Dozer. He just lost Dozer here a few months ago. A couple months ago. A few months ago, maybe. Here's Todd. Todd wanted me to draw him with Reagan, so that was for Todd. So more Gold Rush guys. Here's Gazbot, one of the YouTubers. Let's see. Here's another Gold Rush. There's Dave Turin. Another one of Rick. I drew probably, 50 or more pictures of all the Gold Rush at the time. This is when Gold Rush I was watching, it's like 2014, 15, 16. I drew all the crew, every one of them. And a lot of the family members wanted the originals, so they have all the originals, but everything's posted. Everything's posted on IG. And the Gold Rush Facebook page got hundreds of thousands of likes on these. Let's see. Here's Doc from, Back to the Future. I'm not reading comments, guys, so I hope y'all are saying nice things. Another Gold Rush. Gold Rush. There's Gold Rush Chris. This was one of the producers on Gold Rush. This is one that he's passed away. He's a Gold Rush. He has on his you know, when you welding hat, his welding hat. Here's the Cheese Man from Gold Rush. It's a little flat. They're flashing out just a little because of the brown paper. I should try to turn it down just a little, maybe. And then here's Todd and his dad. That one, I really like the way he turned out. Let's see. Here's Tony Beats and Monica. He really liked the picture that I did of him, of these two, and he wanted one of just himself. So I redrew this picture for him, and he sent me a gold nugget. I thought that was nice. What else do I have? And this is an early one of Parker, when Parker was just a young teenager, and his grandfather. And let's see, I got Sean Connery, Omar Sharif. If y'all know the History Channel, these are a couple of guys from the History Channel that I've been in contact with over the years. Ben-Hur, Charlton Heston as Ben-Hur. And, of course, there's Michelle. Oh, what else do I have? Here's Spock, young and old. Robert Mitchum. Here's Glenn from Walking Dead. Here's Daryl from Walking Dead. Yeah, Doc Brown, yeah. Everybody loves my Daryl and Glenn. I like them too. And then Yaya Han, who's a cosplayer. I did a couple of Yaya Han, the cosplayer. So those are her. So yeah, so those are just some of my sketches, sketchy people, sketchy drawings that I've done over the years. Like I said, some are smaller, and then some are large. Well, that's small on a big paper. And then here, the different, so you can see the different sizes. So yeah. So I don't know, Raul. After they killed off, I'm going to be honest, the day they killed Glenn was the last show I ever watched on Walking Dead. So that's all I got to say about that. That was the last time I watched The Walking Dead, when Negan killed off Glenn. That was it for me. All right, so let's see. All right, let me put this back together here. I got some Barbie photography stuff sitting in front of my closet. I got some Barbie photography plans for February and Valentine's Day. So I got stuff in front of the closet waiting to do my Barbie photography. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to show the book again. Let's back up one, and then I'll go ahead and do a giveaway. I'll give a couple pages out of the books. So I'll give two, my usual, 2 US, 2 international, and I'll try to, I'll post this later today. I got a little bit more finessing to do on her, and I didn't do any background. Oh, I did want to do one more thing with her. Hang on. Let's do this. I'm gonna make it. Hang on. And let's see. Oh, I moved my papers. I forgot I moved things out of here. Let's see. Do I have one up here? Here we go. Oh. I'll put some black papers in the envelopes. I'm going to send. I'll send y'all a black sheet of paper to post it on too when you color it. There's a little picture of John Wayne that got away. Little John Wayne. John Wayne escaped. Okay, so let's see. All right, so how the giveaways work. I think the last time we did USA first, so we'll do international first. This, not that it matters, but I do USA and international separate. It just gives the international people a little bit more chance to win a giveaway. So there we go. So there we go. I think that looks good when you put it on a poster Valentine's Day. Okay, yeah. Raul is doing, let me click on it right here. Raul is doing a Valentine premiere where you can make a video of a zine. You can, I think it's a 15 minutes. You get a 15-minute. But I think he might have already got them all. Okay, so there you go. Just read that right there from Raul. So he's already got everybody that's going to participate. So if y'all want to see the premieres of people that did zines for Valentine's Day, that's the information. Okay, 7 people did 15-minute videos. So thanks, Raul. All right, so I'll finish this up, and I always post the picture. Let me go ahead and do another little flip through. Let me do another flip through of the book, and then I will you're going to get random girls. I'll give 2 to US, 2 to international, and I'll put a piece of black cardstock in the envelope because I'll put them in those, large white envelopes. And then you can color one. You can try to color one. You don't color with pencil. You can color with, pan pastel or whatever. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and flip the book real quick just so y'all can see again. Let's brighten it back up now because now we have white paper. It's going to want to get too dark. There we go. All right, so I'm going to flip through the book again. Beautiful girls. So View asked me to color this lady, so I colored her. Aren't they great pictures? And I know I will not ever color all these lovely ladies. So that's why I'm going to do a giveaway. I don't know when, let's see, what day is today? Wednesday. Let's see. I'll try to get to the post office by Friday to mail them out. And then here's the one I colored here. So, yeah. All right. So, let's see here. Let's move some of this out of the way. I'll take a picture with the pan pastels around the girl. All right. And the pencils. Let's move everything out of the way over here. Gotta have some space. All right. There we go. All right. Let me get my dusty hands. All right. So how we do the giveaway. Is what do I say we're going to do first? USA first? Not that it matters. Okay, so we're going to do USA only. When I type in go, put a number between 1 and 100. Lurkers, feel free to participate. You just have to be willing to give me your address, which I don't share with anybody else, not even the other mods. And I don't put you on an email list. Not that there's anything wrong with the email list. I always try to say that because I know a lot of people have email lists, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying I don't do that. And another thing, guys, I don't do, and I'll just go ahead and clarify this. A lot of y'all that have YouTube channels do memberships. I don't do memberships and I don't participate in memberships. And I know people ask me, well, why don't you participate? You like that person's channel. Why don't you participate in their membership? Because then I have to participate in everybody's membership. That's how I feel. If I'm, if I'm participating in one membership, then if I don't participate in somebody else's membership, they think I'm dissing on them. I don't participate in any memberships and I don't do memberships. So it's not that I don't like the person or the content or the classes or the whatever. And so in the same way, I don't care if people do memberships. I just don't do them. I don't participate in them. So there's my answer to that. So that kind of clears that up for people that ask me why I don't do memberships. That's, I just don't. Okay. So we're going to do USA only. When I type in go, put in a number between 1 and 100. First two people that, let me bring up random.org over here. Hang on. Oh, thank you, Jane. Thank you so much, Jane, for the super sticker. I'll put you on the bookmark list, Jane. But I think you've already got one, but they're all different. But thank you, Jane. I'm going to put you down for a bookmark. Thank you for supporting the channel. It does help. Y'all, it does help with postage. Also, the other thing is I do subscribe to StreamYard so I can have high quality streamage. And I don't have the little StreamYard logo over there, but I subscribe to StreamYard. And they've been fine, good for me. And but y'all help pay for that with your super chats. So thank you. Thank you, Jane. Okay, so when I type in go, I got to get up my random.org. Hang on, trying to do 5 things at once. Random.org. Okay, let it load up here. Okay, so we have random.org. Here's our little box, 1 to 100. When I type in, thanks, Jane. When I type in go, put in your number between 1 and 100. USA only first, and then we'll do international. First 2 people closest without going over. I'll send y'all a page out of here. And again, I'll put it, I'll give you a piece of black cardstock to put it on when you get done coloring it. It just looks good on when you these thin papers. If you put them on a piece of cardstock when you're done, there you go. USA only. Then we'll do international separate. Okay, and I'll put your names. I'll put your names on the page. Well, I don't need that big a paper. Put your names on here. And just make sure if I tell you I don't have your address or if I'm not sure if I have your address, send me your address. Okay, send it today. If you want this to go out to you Friday, give me your address. Again, I don't share it with anybody. All right, get your numbers in. Let me get a sip of my lemon water here. All righty. All right, I'm going to count down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, stop. All right, first 2 people closest, USA only. First 2 people closest to 69. 69 without going over. 69. Let me scroll all the way back. First 2 people closest to 69 without going over. Let's see. Julie Topaz had 40. I see. Debbie Bruce had 50. Julu had 54. It looks like it's Debbie Bruce and Julu. Am I correct? Y'all tell me. It looks like Debbie Bruce and Jolu. Sorry, Jolu. So is that right? Y'all double check for me. Okay. So, and I'm gonna pick the girls for you. All right. Next, international only. The same rules apply. Okay, international 1 to 100. When I type in go, put in a number between 1 and 100. First two people closest without going over. One number only. I don't think you can change your numbers anymore. I think YouTube stopped that. So not, don't try to change your number. One number only. International. This is international only. There we go. And then we'll pick a new number. International only. Here comes my postman. Is he going to get out? Is he going to bring me anything? I know I have an Amazon delivery coming, but that comes from Amazon. I have a thrift book coming. That's what it is. I have a thrift book. I didn't see him stop and get out. Did he already go by? I think he already went by. Did he go by? I can't. I don't know. All right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. All right, there we go. First two people close. Going to pick a new number. That was for US. 98. First two people closest to 98 without going over. All right, let's scroll back. Scrolling back. Let me see who has the highest number. So it looks like Jacqueline has 65. Jacqueline has 65. Who else is the highest? Is it Marguerite with 48? All right, y'all let me know. It looks like it might be Jacqueline, and I don't have either one of y'all's addresses that I know of. So y'all going to have to send me your addresses. Jacqueline C. And who else did I say? Jacqueline C. and Marguerite. Okay. Marguerite. Okay. So y'all send me your addresses. Here's my email again. Make sure I wrote it right. Okay, there you go. So you two send me your addresses. I have Debbie's and Jolu's because Jolu just won something last week, I think. So I know I have hers. So y'all send me your addresses. I'm pretty sure, right, Jolu? I'm pretty sure I have your address. All right. So yeah, send me your addresses, and I will send you out some color pages out of this book on Friday. I also received the other one. Yes, I have your address. Okay. Okay, Jacqueline. All right, then don't worry about it. All right. Check. Marguerite, send me your address just to make sure. All right, guys, y'all have any questions or comments? I'm looking around, seeing what else. Oh, I need to take these off because I'm going to have to take a picture of the book. Take a picture of the book to post on IG because I always, anytime I, let me make a note here so I don't forget what's what. Beauty color pages. I always try to post, well, I make a point to post the picture of the cover of the book in my IG. All right, I think that's it. Looking around, I got 3 shelves of collage fodder to sort the next few days. And yeah, I think that's it, guys. Oh, you're welcome. Thanks, guys. The makeup tips. Yeah. Oh, makeup tips for sure. All right, guys. Is anybody streaming later today? Aunt Beck, I think, streams on Wednesdays. Anybody else streaming today that y'all want to? Devin, do you stream today? I'm not sure. And again, I will put. I'll put a sheet of the black paper in with your page that you won. All right. Well, I guess I'll head out. I hope you'll have a great rest of your week. And my mailman didn't go by. I wonder if there's anything on my porch. Y'all want to wait and see if there's any? Let me go see if I have a thrift book on my porch. If it fits in the mailbox, so he'll shove it in there. So let's see. Hang on. Okay, no thrift books today. I even ran all the way out to my mailbox to look. So, okay, guys, well, I'm going to head out then. I guess that's it. I thought I would show you a thrift book if it came in, but it didn't. So, all right, guys, y'all have a blessed rest of your day, a good weekend. Follow any streamers that might have been mentioned. I'm going to go clean up. I'm going to go arrange collage fodder. And yeah, we'll see. Hi, Miriam. Hi, Raj. Anybody else I missed coming in? All right, guys. Bye.